you're watching ET Inside. The summer this year has been peculiar. It started a few weeks too late and is on its way to winding up a couple of weeks too early. Consumer durable companies have had to sweat it out with new products and attractive prices because of this changed cycle. Lakshana Gulati has more.
Heat, sweat, dust. Summer in India is an uncomfortable affair, and as many as 10 big consumer durable companies are fighting tooth and nail to make sure that the season is a pleasant one.
People who had never had exposure to air conditioning a generation before are the people who spend almost 8, 10, 15 hours of their non-home life in some kind of an air-conditioned environment. As a result of that, when they go home, all of a sudden they now find the need to have air conditioning at home as well, because it is not only from temperature control point of view, it is from dust control, it is from noise control, it is from insect control, you name it, on all of these reasons. And that is why the consumer air conditioning market in major cities in India has really gone for a big, big boom.
The Indian air conditioner market is about 600 crore rupees in size and is growing at more than 20% a year. Split ACs account for 2/3 of the market share. The industry expects sales to touch 3.6 million units this year compared to 3 million last year. That's primarily on account of cutthroat competition in the entry-level market. High-end Japanese players Daikin and Hitachi have introduced new entry-level models that are only marginally costlier than the Korean and Indian rivals. In short, there's a price tag to fit every pocket.
In India, the Tier 3, Tier 4 markets are growing faster. So close to 50% of the sale is coming from Tier 2, Tier 3, Tier 4 markets, not the metros. These markets are looking for entry-level products.
So, what's on offer? Well, almost everything that you can dream of. For instance, LG Electronics India has more than 51 new AC split models lined up for the summer of 2011. LG is betting on the health advantage to have an edge over competition. It's wooing consumers by introducing technologically advanced filters to battle viruses and house mites.
All the compressor product sales goes up during this duration, and we are fully prepared with our after-sales service, with our infrastructure, with the production capacities to meet the consumer.
Rival Samsung has similar plans and is expecting double-digit growth this year.
I think if you go traditionally during the Q2, that's April, May, June, the segments which really flourish and do quite well is basically refrigerators and air conditioners in the home appliance segment. But these days we've even seen washing machines sometime coming up off a little better show. Business of consumer electronics will surely get double-digit growth of almost 12 to 13%.
Which means that the consumers have been spoilt for choice. Take for instance the case of the refrigerator segment. High-end cabinet refrigerators are now available for 38,000 rupees and above. Whirlpool rules the market in the double-door category as far as the 400-litre plus category is concerned. And Indian brands have an extra edge in the single-door refrigerator category, where a 180 to a 190-litre fridge costs between 8,500 and 12,500 rupees. While LG and Samsung have been the traditional giants in this AC and refrigerator category, Indian companies are doing their best to raise their market share. Electronic retailers like Croma are pushing for private label consumer durables. Despite all these efforts, the appliances market did not see bumper summer sales. That's because inflation has eaten into discretionary spending and has also led to a rise in prices of appliances like microwave ovens and air conditioners.
Air conditioners, one of the reasons for the sales not growing was the increasing pricing. But otherwise, if you see the digital products, the technology products, LCDs, micro LCDs, the mobiles category, the laptop categories, there still we have seen a downward trend in the pricing. So inflation has not hit our industry that much. Little bit hit has, I would say around 5 to 7% hit on the appliances side due to inflation.
The color TV segment added that extra zing to summer electronic sales this year, particularly in the flat panel display segment. That's primarily because of the World Cup cricket fever which spilled over all the way from March to May. Samsung, LG and Sony reportedly saw sales of flat panel TVs rise by 70 to 80% in March alone. LG expects its CTV sales to rise by 100% in the first half of this year.
Quite a number of our product categories, they peak around the summertime, and the preparations for those actually begin towards the end of the previous year. So we have to be really prepared and ready by January, February.
It's been a summer to remember for consumer durable companies. While domestic air conditioning and cooling companies may not have been able to make the most of the opportunity because of shorter selling period, it's the larger companies with diversified product portfolios that are laughing their way to the bank.
What was also really hot this summer was the changed gender equation as far as the spending power is concerned. The women category emerged the hottest, and marketers did everything in their power to catch the eye of the fairer sex. That and more is coming up in just a bit. Stay with us.
There is a strong Eve power that's emerging, and the main reason behind it is the fact that many more women in India are working.
That sense of confidence and that sense of assertive sort of self-belief, I think, is something that you begin to see much more today. It also translates into being able to buy things for yourself.
Today a lot of women who are working, they are moving outdoors, and therefore a lot of products are on summer protection, on skin care, which is coming out.
For Britannia, women have always been a big target audience.